I'm an adult beginner horse rider, and I thought I would come on and sort of share one of the reasons, or one of the many reasons, why I decided to learn how to ride a horse as an adult, because I think there could be some of you out there who would love to start horse riding but are actually scared to sort of make that decision and feel as if it's not something that you are really allowed to make, as if like you've sort of missed your opportunity to learn how to ride a horse. Now, I want to point out that that is not true in the slightest. You can make the decision to start a hobby or anything like that at any point in your life. You don't have to be a certain age in order to start something new. So one of the big reasons, I guess a little bit of a backstory, I've always loved animals. I remember when I was tiny, there was a horse that came on my street, and I managed to get to sit on this horse with this strange person, and there is a photo of me on that horse, but it's not a photo that I'm ever going to be able to get for personal reasons. That he's probably, or like whatever, Danielle. And also, my dad had a friend who had a farm where she rode horses, and I loved going there. But it was never something that was really, I had the opportunity to do as a kid, and never really thought it was something that I would ever really be able to do. I think horse riding is such an expensive hobby that it's really difficult to do because it is so expensive. But once I became an adult, I don't know, it was just weird. It was like just before Christmas, I was like, you know what? I'd love to ride horses. I was going through something like really personal, a big personal life change, and I needed something to sort of bring me out of that. And I just made a random suggestion. I was like, I'd love to be able to ride horses. Like, that would be so cool. And then that Christmas, I ended up getting my first horse riding lesson from my husband, my now husband. And from that moment, I was like, oh my God, this is really going to happen. I was so scared, so nervous, because like I say, I just thought I'd missed the opportunity. I thought there's going to be no adults out there who are learning how to ride a horse. I'm going to be so weird. They're going to judge me because like, oh my God, she can't ride a horse. Because you just think that it's just kids learning to ride, like learning these new hobbies, and it's not. It's really not. The amount of adults that I've seen now learning to ride a horse are coming back to it after a massive gap. There's so many more people who are in the same position as you that you will never realize, because it is such an expensive hobby. It's not really something that people can do, especially years and years ago. So yeah, I needed something that was going to change my focus and put my mind to something, and I didn't realize it was going to change me this much. You just think, oh, it's just something fun to do, but horse riding has been so much more than that for me. There has been such a massive personal growth with doing horse riding that I don't even know if I can explain it. I didn't expect all of these changes. I just thought it's just, you know what, I'm just going to be able to ride a horse, and that's really cool. But it's gave me so much confidence, so much self-belief. It has helped me face fears a little bit. It's helped me become stronger in that sense and be disciplined and face fears rather than running away from fears. It's helped me be more confident around people and be able to build relationships. It's something that I really struggled with. Like, I was very much a person that would just sort of like stay in their little bubble and not talk to anybody. But especially the last year, it's been a lot of like group lessons, and with that comes a lot of like communication with strangers and going to new places. And it's honestly, it's the my dog is breathing really heavily. I don't know if you can hear him, but horse riding's more than just horse riding. Like I said, it is going to a new place to put your trust in other people and other living things as well. Like, that is something that I would never in a million years think that I would ever be able to do. One of my biggest problems personally is the fact that I am a control freak, and I find it difficult to put my trust in others. And putting your trust in your life in a horse's hoof is something that really took me a minute to sort of believe in, and that alone has changed me a lot as a person. So one of the things that I'm so happy and grateful for about learning how to ride a horse, especially as an adult, I think as an adult you don't take it for granted as much, because you know the hard work that goes into it, whereas kids just, they don't have that brain function yet to think about the full picture, if that makes sense. So me seeing the change in me now from what I was 3 years ago is just, I'm just a different person. I put myself first. I make sure that I fill my own cup, which is something that is so important as adults. I think, especially when we have kids, we think, right, okay, we can't do anything for ourselves anymore. We've got to look after our kids and put them first. And yes, that is true, but you looking after your mental health is something that is just as important, because me 3 years ago, I was not a very happy person. I wouldn't say I was like crying all the time, but I was very numb, and I needed something to bring me out of that. And otherwise I wouldn't have been the mother that I needed to be, or the friend that I needed to be, or the partner that I needed to be, because I was just so numb and just not available. And horse riding has helped me sort of have purpose, like I say, build more of my self-confidence, where I am able to, this might sound really stupid, but just like put thoughts forward and be strong in what I believe in and what I would like to do. It's helped me be more of a person. And like, this might sound really strange to some of you, but maybe some of you will get it. But how can I put it for it to actually make sense? Like, I know what I want to say, but to actually say it is like really difficult. I was very much a people pleaser before I even started horse riding, and I would do anything anybody ever asked of and wouldn't ever put me first. And that's not okay. But doing this has made me realize that this is something that I absolutely love and is so important to me, that it's helped me say no to people. It's helped me have a purpose in life that is for me, not just for my children and my family, because I think it's also important for my family to be around as well. And it's also important for my family to know that not everything revolves around them as well, if that makes sense, because I think that is also a dangerous place to go with your kids, is because you put them first all the time, they just expect that. Whereas since I've started this, they've had to come and show up for me as well. And I think that is also important. Now, it's not something I've expected them to do all the time, but it's important to show them that, right, I'm going to turn up to your football games, say, and you can come and show me support for my hobbies. And it helps them see that grown-ups can do these things as well, and you've got to step up for other people and support them. And it's done so much for my family, and I would like to think that because I was just a mother and I didn't have a job, I didn't have anything, I was just the support, I guess, or the thing sort of like not keeping the family together, but you know what I mean? Like the thing that was just sort of like the in-between for everybody in the family. It felt as if like I got a little bit lost in that. So then when I did start horse riding and I started to get support and praise and just like appreciation, I guess, from the family, that is so important for human beings to have self-confidence. And it's something that I'm so happy about and so excited that I have that now, and that I am my own person and not just a piece of everybody else, if that makes sense. Now, this might be absolute terrible and you'll be like, Danielle, what on earth are you talking about? But I hope it makes sense to some of you. But if you are looking to horse ride and you've never done it before, or you've took a break and you're a mum now and you're thinking, I can't do that. Trust me when I say that it will do wonders for your family, you doing this. Obviously we aren't in a position as mothers to just sort of be like, this is my only identity, horse riding. It's not like that. Because we do still have to be there for the family and stuff like that, but it's so important for them to see you as something where you're going to show discipline and confidence and bravery, all them things that you're teaching your children. I think it's so important that I can show them that, look, I do this too, because the amount of times that I sort of talk to my son and be like, right, this is what I've had to deal with my horse riding, and this is what I've done, and I was terrified, but I stuck through it. I can really give real life experience to him now and like examples, and it helps him conquer his fears as well, which is so crazy. And it's a way we can all connect in a way. So I feel as if I'm able to understand them a little bit more now. So it does more than you think, you doing something for yourself. So let me know what it is that got you into horse riding. I would absolutely love to know. Leave comments. And if you have made it the end of the video, I would love it if you'd subscribe and join me on this crazy journey. But yeah, have the best day, and I will speak to you next time.